I talk to a lot of people who really struggle to make decisions. And I got to tell you, if there is one thing that can have the biggest impact on being able to quickly make decisions that are in your best interest, then that has got to be this strategy, what I'm going to introduce for you today. Hey, it's Manny here. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, I release 2 videos a week with tips, tricks, techniques, and strategies to help you on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. And today I want to talk about decision making, and it is nothing more than having very clear values. Now, you have heard before about the importance of having defined values, but what I want to make super duper clear to you today is that if you are regularly defining your values and looking at what your core values are currently, because they change all the time, then if you have that constant affirmation of what your values are, it is going to be super easy to be making those decisions, the really tough ones that come up in your life, as well as the maybe less significant ones, but that you sometimes feel paralyzed by. When we are presented with a difficult decision, and look, no judgment, sometimes those difficult decisions don't seem that difficult from the outside, but when you're right there in the middle, they can feel painful, or you can struggle with them. And it can be super frustrating not knowing how to just go and put that step forward, take that step forward into the decision that you choose. So what you need to do is have this clear value system. This is super easy, okay? I'll take you through the 4 steps that is going to mean that you have a consistent impression of what your values are so that you can go out and make the decisions you need to make. Step number 1 is grab a piece of paper and start writing down every value you have. Guys, that was super obvious. Of course, that's what you need to do if you're making a value list. But when was the last time you actually did it? I'm going to include, there's a link below if you want to get a download of a kind of overview list of values. Sometimes I think it's easier to go from a list and go through, okay, yes, that's my value, that's my value, that's my value. So I've included below a big, huge, whopping list of values so you can pick and choose from that. So that's a free download you can grab if you want to just hit the link below and sort through, pick your top values. Start with 10. Now, a couple of thoughts here. Sometimes you are going to, by default, choose values that may not be relevant to you anymore. They may be values that you grew up with, or values that you have now discarded because actually your life has changed and you're moving on to other ways. So have a look. Is community important to you? Is family important to you? Is honesty? Is dedication? Is work ethic? All of these are going to be, by the nature of them, all of them are going to be like, oh yeah, okay, that's a good thing. What are the things that really matter to you most? And pick your 10. Once you've got your 10, you want to schedule in your diary. So go in right now, schedule a date in a month's time from now to do the same exercise, to take out your list of 10 values and go, are these still my top priority? Are these still the guiding forces of my life? And if they are, fantastic. And if they're not, then swap in something new. Take out something from that list so that you are always working with the most relevant version of what your values are currently. And then when you are presented with a decision you have to make, and this is the bit where we have to start building this in as a habit. When you need to make a quick fire decision, it is as easy as bringing to mind what your values are, because the outcome of that decision will point towards one value or it will point away from a value. And you need to make the decision that points towards a value that is on your list of your core values. I can't stress enough how life-changing it can be to finally feel that you can trust yourself in making those difficult decisions. Now, whether they are objectively difficult decisions or that you just find you are struggling. Sometimes we can get absolutely paralyzed by a decision that someone else might find really easy, but for us in that moment, and for me, that was it. It was these small decisions that I found paralyzing. Once I was able to have in place a value system that worked for me, actually, even those small decisions became so much easier. I could just go decision, 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 and then move on with the consequence of that decision. And that's what I would like for you. I see so many people who are stuck behind not being able to make decisions, whether they are small or they are much bigger, life-changing decisions. When you have your clear-cut values, you can make those decisions much easier. All you have to do is hold up your value list against the decision you're trying to make, and the answer will be clear to you. So give that a try. As I said, there is a list of values so that you've got something to work from. All you need to do is hit the link below so that you can download that value list for free. And I hope that this has been useful for you. I can't wait to see you again soon.